So you've learned the parts of the respiratory system. Now today we're going to look at how you actually breathe in and out in order to use the respiratory system to take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. This is a model of the lungs, and it's going to show you how your body actually brings in air and releases air. So inhaling and exhaling. It's got some different parts. On the top we have a straw that represents the trachea. The balloons inside represent the lungs. This clear part on the outside represents your rib cage. It doesn't actually move like your rib cage would, but that's what it's for. And then we have this liner, which unfortunately came off because it dried out, but this is a rubber liner that represents the diaphragm on the bottom of the respiratory system. Okay, so we're going to see how this works now. So when we inhale, air is going to move into the lungs. So what happens is if I move this diaphragm down, so this part on the bottom, if I move it down, you can see that air moves into the lungs. They inflate. So that's inhaling. The pressure is higher outside than it is inside the lungs. So it's high pressure outside. The air is lower inside the chest cavity when I pull the diaphragm down, and that makes the air move from high pressure to low pressure into the lungs. So I'll demonstrate that again. Here's inhaling. The diaphragm goes down. High pressure air outside moves in to where it's low pressure inside the chest cavity, and the lungs inflate. Okay, the opposite now is exhaling, and the diaphragm moves up. The air moves out of the lungs, out through the trachea, and out into the air. Okay, so again, when the diaphragm is down to exhale, the air pressure is higher inside now. When I push up, the air pressure becomes higher, and it moves out to where there's lower pressure, and that's exhaling. So we'll do that part just again. So if we're going to exhale, we have to make the air pressure higher inside by moving the diaphragm up, creating a smaller space, and the air moves from high pressure inside to low pressure outside, and that's exhaling. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you learned something about how we exhale and inhale.